Get ready! 3, 2, 1, go!
Hey guys, what is up? Darius Dangers here, bringing you another video. And today I just wanted to discuss some of the news that came out of Nintendo's corporate management policy briefing. And I just wanted to kind of talk about some of the things that Iwata has set out and my thoughts and feelings on that. Okay. Iwata basically set up his strategies for Nintendo's future prospects. And with the Wii U specifically, Nintendo's strategy going forward is going to be developing titles that take advantage of the gamepad's, unique assets. Wow, you haven't been doing that already, Nintendo? You haven't, and it's just funny to hear this, that right now, in order to try and, make the Wii U bounce back, they're going to try and, leverage the gamepad gimmick, which I honestly don't think there are too many creative ideas that I could see coming out of Nintendo anyway, with the gamepad. I mean, like, one idea that I know that I sure as hell didn't come up with this first, but I also thought about it, like a Dungeon Master type theme, like a D&D type thing. That would actually be kind of cool, use of the gamepad. But they're basically just going to be trying to make software going forward that takes advantage of the gamepad, which is, I guess, kind of funny when you think about all the titles coming out this year. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, the gamepad is blank. Retro is not using the gamepad at all. People were thinking that that would maybe lead to a gamepadless SKU, but no. Nintendo is going to try and leverage the gimmick and try and deliver some unique experiences. And honestly, I can't really think of anything that they could probably possibly come up with that's really going to allow the Wii U to have momentum. I just don't. And if it seems to be that's it. Enrich the value of the gamepad and offer software titles that take full advantage of the gamepad. I'm looking at the slides right here. That's basically all they're going to do to try and get the Wii U selling again. Make software titles that take full advantage of the gamepad, which is, shouldn't that have been their fucking priority in the first place? I don't know. The gamepad's going to get a quick start menu that will enable people to go straight from booting the console up to getting into a game into a game on the gamepad like 50% faster than it has in the first place. That's really nice for Wii U owners. I think that should probably increase the usability and make the remote play aspect a lot more appealing. Being able to just get in there, boot up right quick. They're going to finally add some virtual console games from the they're finally going to add Nintendo DS virtual console games to the Wii U, which I'm surprised they still haven't been able to put DS games on the fucking 3DS, but I guess 3DS still has hardware backward compatibility. But this is something, I actually heard this from Black Bond, and he had a really good point. Because of the gamepad, the Wii U is pretty much compatible with like almost, if not almost every single fucking Nintendo console that's ever been made in the past. They could emulate it on this machine pretty much. Honestly, if the Wii U had a virtual console that was just, a complete archive from all of Nintendo's history, GameCube, N64, SNES, NES, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, all on the Wii U, I honestly think that would be very appealing for some people. A one-stop shop for all Nintendo goodness, basically. And it would actually take advantage of the fucking gamepad for once. I mean, like, DS games should have been here. Actually, I'm surprised it's taken them this long to put DS games on the fucking Wii U. I mean, was Michael Pachter always say about the Wii U? It's just a big DS. It is just a fucking big DS. That's what it is in concept. The TV's the top screen, the gamepad's the bottom screen. So hopefully, Nintendo. Who am I kidding? They're going to, probably do their normal trickle out bullshit, drip feed method of releasing games on the virtual console, and who knows what type of releases they'll release first instead of heavy hitters. Like, people should deserve to be able to play games like, The World Ends With You and, the fucking Pokemon titles. I wouldn't be surprised one bit to see no fucking DS Pokemon games on there, which really is just leaving fucking more money on the table. Okay. Next, Mario Kart 8. We finally got a release date for Mario Kart 8, May 2014. Let's see if they hold to that. Mario Kart 8. While I don't think Mario Kart 8 has any chance whatsoever of saving the Wii U, I think what we're going to see here is something similar to Double Dash on the GameCube. I don't think it's going to move some consoles. Don't get it twisted here. It's going to move some consoles. Mario Kart is a pretty appealing franchise. It's going to move a few boxes, but it's not saving shit. It isn't saving shit because nothing is going to save this fucking console. And it seems like, honestly, maybe I was like kind of disappointed to see Nintendo not really go all in as far as like strategies for salvaging the Wii U. It seems like their strategy to get third parties back on board is just to get the game, just to get the Wii U to turn around in sales. I don't know how they expect a turnaround to fucking occur, but get a turnaround, and then third parties will come back on board once the install base gets up. Install base for the Wii U, I don't think it's ever going to be healthy. I think the install base for the Wii U, when all is said and done, is going to be absolutely abysmal. My prediction is 15 million units max. That's what I think the LTD is going to be. 15 million units max. And that's just going to hamstring the potential of games on there. Even games like Mario Kart 8 and Super Smash Brothers U will probably be the highest selling games on that fucking console. I'm probably going to buy a Wii U for Super Smash Brothers U, but it's not saving no console. So hopefully Mario Kart 8 will be out this May. Otherwise, Jesus Christ, that would be a huge drought. Just having Tropical Freeze within the first half of the year, and that would be it. That would be absolutely brutal. Brutal if that happened. Okay. Now, Nintendo seems to think that the 3DS is perfectly healthy. And while I must say 40 million plus units in a smartphone tablet world, I have to say, relative to that is impressive. I don't really like to diminish this. I think that is impressive. But I've seen Wii U software sales. They're just, not Wii U software sales, but 3DS software sales. I've seen 3DS software sales. And honestly, for a unit, for such a well-selling handheld, it's not, the software sales are just not getting it done. The attach rate is much lower than previous consoles. DS, Game Boy Advance has lower attach rate than GameCube, but I'm not gonna compare consoles and handhelds here. It's just that honestly, even though this thing might reach Game Boy Advance hardware numbers, it's not even close to reaching Game Boy Advance software numbers. Really, only in Japan is this thing a fucking beast. The 3DS in Japan is an absolute juggernaut, but even it is still having decline. It's pretty much peaked. Last year, think about all the amazing titles that came out last year for the Nintendo 3DS. A super big year for software, and still uh, the software sales just are under Nintendo's projections. The hardware sales, Nintendo keeps falling short of their hardware projections. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see whether Nintendo can, keep this handheld niche and be successful in it for a couple more iterations of their hardware. I hope so. I mean, I do. I grew up on Nintendo handhelds. I've had them all my whole life. I didn't really like getting gouged so badly by the 3DS, but hey, I bought it. No one forced me to buy it, and that's on me. But I'm still kind of bitter about that. In all honesty, I am. I won't even lie. But yeah, even though the Nintendo 3DS is honestly not as healthy as it could be, it is year over year doing worse. Software just is underperforming. Nintendo sees nothing wrong with it, and maybe that's because Nintendo is just seeing the 3DS as the best-selling piece of hardware against supply-constrained next-gen consoles and 7, 8-year-old fucking consoles. I would hope that it'd be outselling 7, 8-year-old fucking consoles and supply-constrained new consoles. I would hope so. It's a fucking handheld. It should be selling far more than any console. But yeah, Nintendo just thinks that the 3DS is perfectly fine where it is, and I don't know. That just honestly feels like damage control to me. The 3DS is, I guess, relative to how it started, and in a world of tablets and smartphones, it's doing pretty good. But I don't know. It's not good to fall below projections every year. It's not good to have underperforming software sales. It's not good to have uh, mediocre attach rates. I don't know. It makes me worry about how viable like a new iteration of Nintendo's handheld will be. It'll probably still beast in Japan, but when we see another successor to the DS or handheld line in like what 2016, maybe late 2015, possibly, I just don't know. I'm hoping Nintendo will still be viable. I'm hoping they'll deliver a piece of hardware that is appealing and that will be successful. Nintendo, going forward anyway, is going to have shared account systems between their future handheld and their future console. The way they're wording this makes it seem like that the Wii and the DS and the 3DS and the Wii U, I guess the 3DS and the Wii U are going to continue to not be connected with a universal account system, which is really disappointing, which means that Nintendo, I guess when they finally fucking get, out their new iterations of hardware, new software, new handheld and new console, they'll have a universal account system. I mean, I guess that's all fine and good, but really, Nintendo is so far behind the curve here. It's absolutely pathetic, honestly, just pathetic. Um, they're planning on leveraging their IP more. They're basically going to, whore out their character IP more, be a little less stringent about their, licensing, which honestly can't blame them one bit. Nintendo has a huge, a huge stock of great, appealing fucking characters and franchises. So it makes perfect sense for them to whore out and leverage their IP just the way anyone whores out and leverages their IP. I can understand that. I can respect that. and I don't really mind that. It makes sense. Um, as far as smart devices, we were hearing, how Nintendo was going to take advantage of smart devices more actively, but really it seems like what they're going to be doing is, producing apps that kind of are supposed to entice, said customers to, get the real deal experience on a Nintendo handheld and a Nintendo console. Kind of push them over to Nintendo's hardware and their ecosystem. Um, they said they're devoting, like, this is the thing. It's like Nintendo is, 5,000 employees or so strong. They didn't really say that they're, bringing. They didn't say that they're bringing, new people on board. They're saying that they're going to use, you know, current assets and current resources, a small team to start doing this application stuff with mobile, and that just means that that's resources directly being taken away from Nintendo's other areas of expertise. But honestly, in comparison to Nintendo's new so-called business strategy, this is pretty minimal. I guess they're going to be making wallpapers and I don't know, like some applications to try and push people onto Nintendo's hardware. Honestly, they should let those fucking people make some goddamn games, and that's what they should fucking do. Just make some games, make some mobile games. You don't have to. Honestly, I don't know why they wouldn't put Mario on a smartphone, make their own smartphone Mario's. They just believe that the smartphone interface is not conducive to their games. And people are already playing fucking ROMs with emulators on their Android and iOS phones. My brother has been playing Pokemon Fire Red and having a blast on his Samsung Galaxy S3, and that's straight up money out of his Nintendo's pocket because Nintendo does not have. I see absolutely no reason whatsoever, especially considering how shittily and incompetently Nintendo has, managed the Virtual Console of late. Really, the way Nintendo's managed the Virtual Console has made no sense whatsoever to me in any way, shape, form, or capacity. But I just see it as money left on the table. There are a lot of people who would pay a few bucks to play, these games running on their tablets. And I don't know, maybe Nintendo will get it through their head someday that they can fucking leverage their backlog onto smartphones and make some more revenue, but who knows. But now the most significant news out of this is Nintendo's expansion, or soon to be expanding into a new business arena. They are going to be focusing on something they called quality of life products. Basically, health, fitness, education oriented products, things like brain age and stuff. That's the type of stuff they really want to focus on. They want to increase people's quality of life. This makes sense with Japan's very old, excuse me, Japan's old population, and considering all the Wii Fit stuff and how much success they've had in the past with that, I can kind of see why Nintendo might be enticed to think that they can enter into this industry. They have been looking at things like CES, and they want to leapfrog fucking concepts like wearables, and they want to go right into non-wearables, because Nintendo has this mindset under Iwata where, honestly, the Blue Ocean, it just seems like they're just trying to find lightning in a bottle, just trying to throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. They're trying to find, basically, a place where they can carve out their own niche and dominate by themselves. But just because Nintendo thinks they don't compete with other companies doesn't mean that they don't compete with other companies. They do. They just don't think they do. They just refuse to accept that they do. So people, it, the fucking healthcare industry, you know, quality of life products. This is a industry that already exists. So I believe Nintendo said that they were going to, you know, get together with some other companies to help expand into this quality of life uh, future, which I think would be really good, you know, just to, you know, partner up with some people who already have, you know, a foothold in this industry, learn a little bit from them, because you see, Nintendo is going to be using their current in-house talent for this shit. They're going to be using in-house talent and resources towards this this quality of life shit. And as a gamer, as a hardcore gamer, and all I care about are games, I don't really, frankly, the reason I care so much about Nintendo is because I just want to see them do better and make better gaming products. So something like this quality of life shit, is so far away from anything I care about that it's absolutely ridiculous. And non-wearables. What in the hell is a non-wearable? You want to introduce this new concept and didn't explain even what non-wearable means. He says that they're going to talk about what non-wearable means in the future. I don't know. Non-wearable could be anything from fucking uh, vitamins, Flintstone fucking Mario vitamins, to like yoga mats with fucking microchips in them. I don't know what the fuck a non-wearable is, and I wonder Iwata even knows what the fuck a non-wearable is. I would hope he does, because he fucking you know, brought up the damn concept. Some people are saying, it's literally just some people are saying that this kind of reminds them of the Wii, that they're excited by these prospects. Does nothing for me. I don't give a shit about Nintendo trying to expand into another business, you know, adding another pillar, which I can respect. They, you know, considering all the contraction in the game industry, I can understand them wanting to be, you know, have a foothold. I can understand it. I can even respect it, but I don't care. I guess that's what I'm trying to get across. I do not give a shit about quality of life products from Nintendo, and I will not be surprised one bit to see this crash and burn, because it's just, this is risky. This is actually risky from Nintendo. I don't know. They could totally flop in this arena because they're moving on to a new business prospects. But do I personally care about something like this? No. No, I don't. I'm not a Nintendo investor. I'm only invested in Nintendo as far as their fucking software is concerned. I don't really like their hardware. Their hardware is just a necessary evil to buy their software. But yeah, I couldn't care less about this, and I'm more concerned really about Nintendo's gaming focused business, which they say will still be their main focus going forward. Although I would say it would be absolutely hilarious and downright tragic to see what if Nintendo did find great success in this quality of life shit. What if they found such great success that, if anything, the console, their video game market is what needs to be cut. like a malignant fucking tumor. They need to cut out their console business or cut out their handheld business and focus on something actually making them money if this quality of life thing actually turns out correct and successful. But hey, Iwata says that the gaming and gaming hardware, that is going to continue to be their focus. They're not interested, and they're still going to be making consoles. They're still going to be making handhelds. And I guess as long as they're making the consoles and handhelds, I just hope that they make some good ones next time. Give me a very strong handheld next time. Give me a very nice piece of console hardware next time. Something that I actually might be interested in buying in. Because that's all I really care about at the end of the day. I care about getting better games, better hardware, better software. And that's all I care about. And I just want to see better coming out of Nintendo. But I don't know. It's just this persistence with the blue ocean strategy. Blue ocean strategy might as well just be renamed to catching lightning in the bottle. That seems to be all Nintendo's trying to do at this point. Just trying to capture lightning in a bottle. And in all honesty, that's their only hope, really. It's like with handhelds, you know, declining, in relevance. Going forward, Nintendo might need fucking a lightning in a bottle to really keep them relevant anyway. But man, yeah, that's about all my thoughts on Nintendo's third quarter financial results briefing. It was a very interesting read, but man, did I was hoping to see, maybe the gamepad get dropped, but nah, they're going to leverage the gamepad further, prioritize it more, which, why, you should have been doing that in the first place. You should have been doing that in the first place. But this year we have so many games coming out for the Wii U that really, the gamepad, the gamepad is pointless to them. No one needs a gamepad for Super Smash Bros. No one needs a gamepad for fucking Mario Kart, and the gamepad is useless for fucking Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Which means this gamepad should have just been a fucking. This gamepad is a peripheral. It's a peripheral. It should have been sold as a peripheral. Remote play, off TV play is nice, but I think consumers should have had a choice in whether they wanted that shit or not. Because up until this point, Nintendo has not really been designing with the Wii U gamepad in mind. They're just pumping software out that is not really taking advantage of the gamepad. So we'll see. I mean, if they're only starting now this year, then I don't think we're going to see any games this fucking year. So what? We'll finally see games that leverage the gamepad in 2015, in year 3 of the Wii U. Too little, too late, in my honest opinion. But yeah, that just about ends my thoughts on this. Rate, comment, subscribe if you like. What do you guys think about this? About Nintendo's quality of life, business expansion, what the fuck a non-wearable is. The 3DS is just fine, and third parties will just magically appear on the Wii U. What are your thoughts about that? Darius Dangers, signing out. Have a good day, guys.